Okay, here's question 8 on the higher calculator paper. Alright, so I'm looking at question 8, part A. And question 8, part A simply says there's a grid with a triangle in it, and it simply says rotate triangle A 90 degrees clockwise, center O. So they've given you the 3 bits of information that you need for a rotation. The angle, 90 degrees, the direction, clockwise, and they've told you the center of rotation. In order to do this, you need a bit of tracing paper, and that is absolutely essential for this. Okay? Have a look at the technique used here. I'll put the tracing paper over. I'm going to trace over the shape, and I'm always sort of pretty precise with this. Basically, I need to get the 3 corners of it. So there's the triangle. The center of rotation is the origin, O, and they want me to turn this clockwise, angle 90 degrees. So I'm actually going to draw this line here at the origin. Right, that line is going to tell me when I've moved through 90 degrees. So here we go. And here it is. Okay, so that is where my answer is going to be. I'm just going to press on those 3 corners, and once I remove it, right, I can actually see the dents in the paper at those 3 points. Get your ruler and join them up. And for 2 marks, this is pretty straightforward, and you should be able to get these 2 marks pretty easily to guarantee yourself on the road to your grade. Okay, there we go. There is my result. It doesn't say anything about labeling your triangle, so I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, here's part B. Now part B, reading the question again. The question says, enlarge triangle B by a scale factor of 3. And the center of enlargement is 1, 2. So they want us to do an enlargement. They've told us what the scale factor is. The scale factor is 3, so I'm going to make it 3 times as large. And the center of enlargement is 1, 2. 1 across, 2 up, and they've marked it with a cross. So they've actually even given you that. Now when you need to do an enlargement from a center of enlargement, now on the higher paper they will always have questions like this. They will always be from a center of enlargement. You're going to draw lines from the center of enlargement through each of the corners of the shape you're trying to enlarge. So what I mean by that is I'm going to draw a line from the center of enlargement through that top corner. It doesn't need to be particularly dark, but I just need to make sure I'll be as accurate as possible. I'm going to draw another line, and in this case here it actually goes through both corners of the triangle, and as you can see there, again I'm trying to be as accurate as possible. Alright, so that's the first step. Now the second step is to decide where my enlarged triangle is going to end up. That corner is 2 squares away from the center of enlargement. 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, 2 squares away. So when it's enlarged by a scale factor of 3, it's going to be 3 times further. So it's going to be 2 times 3, which is 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares away. I'm going to check it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that corner is going to end up there. That corner there, it will end up there. And I could start to already see what it's going to look like. This corner here is going to end up somewhere further along this line, and in fact from here it's going to be straight up. Now let's just check and see if this is going to work. This is 3. When I enlarge by a scale factor of 3, I'm going to go up 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9 is just going to be there. So I'm going to draw my line. Okay, the base of this triangle is 2, right? So the base of my enlarged shape is going to be 3 times 2, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to go all the way up to there. I should count that again. I'll do that as I draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. And now I'm going to complete my triangle. And there's my enlargement. Now this is a pretty straightforward way to get 3 marks. If you're absolutely stuck in a question, you could just draw an enlarged version of this anywhere on the grid if you don't know how to use the guidelines or how to use the center of enlargement, and you'll get 2 out of the 3 marks. That's just something to bear in mind, but make sure you do understand what I've done here and get full marks in it. It's a pretty straightforward and pretty popular question. Make sure you know what to do and how to get it.